NBC News Decision 2024 election headquarters.
It may be the closest election this country has ever seen, and we are going to cover every moment of it.
Our live coverage of election night begins right now. Tonight, it all comes down to this. One of the wildest elections ever finally reaches its end.
Will Vice President Kamala Harris make history as the first female president?
It is time to turn the page on the drama and the conflict.
Or will it be a historic comeback for former President Trump?
This will be America's new golden age.
An election rocked by upheaval.
It's been the honor of my life to serve as your president.
And violence. Now in the hands of some 150 million Americans who headed to the polls to have their voices heard.
Our correspondents live at campaign headquarters and with real-time updates from across the battleground states. Our decision desk ready to call the races. And our expert team here to break down all of it.
We have brand new exit polls just in, with the first poll closings of the night just a half hour away.
Who will control Congress? Who will be the next president of the United States?
It's all decided beginning tonight.
From NBC News, Decision 2024. Live from Democracy Plaza and Rockefeller Center. Here now, Lester Holt and Savannah Guthrie.
Good evening and welcome to our live coverage of Election Night 2024.
Hi, everybody. Good to have you along with us. Never before in modern political history have we entered an election night with the polls so close and, Lester, with so much uncertainty.
Yeah, the campaign for president has really been a 2-year-long roller coaster ride. Some have found it exciting, most, however, anxiety-inducing. But it's ending, as it always does, with you, the voters. You can see here the long lines across the country as Americans carry out their civic duty.
After all the speeches, the debates, the $1 billion in TV ads, have you seen some of those? The first polls are finally set to close in less than a half hour, and we'll begin to answer the question of who will be the 47th president of the United States.
Today, Kamala Harris was working the phones, talking to voters, and Donald Trump cast his ballot in Florida along with his wife, Melania.
A reminder of what will be decided tonight. It's not just the presidency on the line, but control of the Senate and the House of Representatives as well. And, of course, nobody knows which way any of this will go. As we look at Democracy Plaza outside Rockefeller Center here in the heart of New York, we see the key number tonight. You'll see it a lot. 270. That is the number of electoral college votes a candidate needs to win the White House. And as it has been for the candidates this campaign, much of our focus tonight will be right here in the 7 battleground states that are most likely to decide this election.
Our correspondents are spread out across all of them and at campaign headquarters, but we're going to begin right here in the studio as we stand by for the vote count. We're hearing directly from voters in a new round of exit polls, and Tom Yamas has the latest on that. Tom, good evening.
Lester and Savannah, great to be with you tonight. So we asked voters as they voted, right after they left, who they wanted to vote for and how they voted. This is called the exit polls. There's about 600 of them across the country in the 7 battleground states, plus Texas, Florida, and Ohio. So here's our preliminary data. And again, this could change. We want to tell you that. So when we asked